Hi, Mitz. It's good to see you. Sorry, I just got a notification and I was thinking about that and whether I should respond to it or not. And I missed you coming in. Hi, Janet. Woo, it has been a day, but I have accomplished some things in spite of all my um, live stream watching earlier today. Hi, Becky. Hi, Patricia. I got 3 batches of wool dyed. The third one is still in the pan. I'm just going to let it cool down in the pan. The other 2 are rinsed and laying out on a rack over the bathtub to dry. So I'm that far along with what I'm planning to do Thursday night for my weaving guild meeting. I'm doing a demonstration on how to use a drum carder. So I needed to get some wool ready to use. Hi, Lori. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Holly. Susan. Hi, Bex. I thought you were going live. Or were you going to help play with us tonight? I just saw your notification and I wanted to run over there and wish you luck, but I couldn't figure out how to do that, and then people started coming in. Hi, Zoe. Hi, Judy. It's good to see all of you, and you're all here so quickly. Wow. Okay, that works. Well, just hang out as long as you can, and good luck tonight. I hope it goes really good. Everybody, Bex Color Escape, you need to subscribe to her. She's gonna start doing some pick 10 coloring page things. That sounds really interesting. Why don't you give them a little hint of the kinds of prompts that you've got, Becky's, and see if that way they might want to go over there and watch it. Hi, Lady J. It's good to see you, Beth, Patricia, Linda Tree. I'm glad y'all are all here. Well, hello, Paula P. I don't know that you've been in my live stream before, but I'm happy you're here. If you have, I missed you, and I'm sorry about that. But I'm glad you're here tonight. The first thing I'm going to do is make a birthday card for Tanya's mom. And then we're going to do just a normal pick 10, and we're going to discuss the assemblage pick 10s that we're going to do in the next 2 or 3 weeks. So I still think it's a cool idea, Becky's, because it's like mixed media coloring books. I just think that's cool. So y'all need to check her out. And if you want to go over there and play with her in a little bit when she's ready to go, do that too. That's fine. I'm a little loud. I'm sorry, Beth. I tend to do that. Hi, Kathy. I will try not to talk so loud. I'm just excited to see all of you. What is a pick 10? A pick 10 is where you have prompts. There are lots of different kinds of prompts. I have several. I've got sticks with prompts on them. I've got just a list where we just choose numbers. And then I've got these are what we're going to use tonight because I made these before. These are not the same ones that I've been using on the assemblage. I did 26 prompts for background and 26 prompts for foreground. Some of them are doubles because you could use them both places. But this is what we're going to use tonight are these cards. And you just go along, you get a page or a canvas or whatever you're working on. And then you just do each prompt as it comes. And we usually have some alternative prompts in case you don't like or don't have something that's in one of the other prompts. So they're a lot of fun. You never know what you're going to get. So you're glad, Susan? Well, good. That's true. That's true. I've watched a lot of streams where I had to have it on 100 and I could still barely hear them. So if I'm too loud for you, turn me down a little bit. Okay, Becky says, I just modified the things that a coloring page would not hold up to and found alternatives. Now I'm not playing with the full deck, but I do have about 30 ideas plus 2 wild cards. That's great. That's great. 30 ideas and 2 wild cards is pretty good. That's still you know, 20 that you wouldn't choose. So I think it's plenty to get started. Hi, Mary. I'm glad you're here. I want to work. First thing I want to do is work on this card for Tanya's mom. I meant to get it done earlier and I ended up dyeing wool today instead. And what I've got are a couple of fronts from some old vintage birthday cards, and I just took the fronts off because they were given to somebody else. And then I'm gonna put them on here like this. And then I've got a couple of sentiments from inside 2 other cards that I'm going to put inside, but I've got to get rid of the white because it doesn't exactly go with what I'm doing. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ink inside here. And see if I can get that to look different. Oh, you're welcome, Becky's. I'm happy for you to link to me. I'm happy for if I inspired you to do something cool and different on your channel, I'm happy about that too. And I'm not doing something new. It's not like I'm the only person who's ever done any kind of prompting stuff, but I'm happy when other people take it and run with it. Oh, this is, oh my God, it's dots all over the place. That's not what I wanted. There ought to be a way to do this without getting dots. Do any of you know how to do this without getting dots? I'm going to go ahead and send mine tomorrow, Kathy. So I think her mother is not going to mind getting a few late. I think it'll just make her birthday last longer. So I wouldn't worry about it at all. I'm not worrying about it. I'm just going to go ahead and send it. You and I, we can be the late people. The belated birthday people. Well, this is going to be weird inside. She'll know somebody that plays with stuff like Tanya does made it. Okay, we're just going to go for it here. If we're going to have dots, we might as well make them look like they're on purpose. You have to start from the outside in. Well, it's too late now, but I'll try that next time. Maybe on the back, I'll try that. Because I need to do the back too. Hi, Linda. It's good to see you. I hope I didn't miss anybody else. I just realized I hadn't even, okay. Nope, I'm still getting dots, no matter what I do. So we're just going to go with it. I may even get another color and put on here so it'll look even more purposeful. Hi, Sherry. I'm doing good, Zoe. I hope you are too. I've still got blue dye on my hands from dyeing wool. I got through 2 batches without getting any on me, and then the 3rd batch I was in such a hurry because I was afraid I wasn't going to make it back out here on time, and so I ended up getting it on me. But I did a blue and green mix, a red and yellow mix, and a red and blue mix. So I think it's going to be good. Okay. Let's see. I wanted also, while we'll let that kind of dry, I want to go around the edges of this. This has some gold on it. So I want to go around the edges of this with the gold. And I think I'm just going to use this paint. Hi, Jerry. I'm glad you're here. Make a Bokeh background. What is that? Explain that to me because I don't know much about whatever that is. Maybe I know nothing about it. Maybe I know about it and I just don't know I know about it. I don't know. Hi, Gloria. It's good to see you. Let me get a little paint. And a little brush. Let's put a little paint on this. Oh, I got too much. Since most of you are here, I'm going to go ahead and talk to you a little bit about what we're going to be doing the next few weeks. When I did that first assemblage on the cardboard, I didn't even think about it going beyond that one. But when Rose said, "Hey, you ought to do it on a book cover," I thought that would be really cool. And then yes, put the lid on and turn it off. Thank you, babe. And then Becky suggested doing it with stuff we found out in the shop or the garage, which I thought sounded cool. And I had been thinking it might be fun to do one on a box. And as soon as I get this edge on here, I'll show you what box I'm planning to work on. Hi, Kathy. I'm glad you're here. And then right now I'm working on a card. We're going to do our pick 10 in a little bit. I'm just trying to get this card made so I can send it to Tanya's mom tomorrow. I'm a day late and $1 short. I got some stuff mailed out today, but I didn't get this ready to mail out. So, and I wanted to do something and not just send her a card. I wanted to actually put a little work into it because I rarely ever do that. And I had this idea, and so I thought, well, this is the time to do it. Anyway, so next week we're going to do that with the garage shop trash. We won't call it trash. Supplies from the garage or the shop on a box. It'll need to be something sturdy because that stuff's kind of heavy. And then, and I got too much. And then I thought the next time, let me get this out of the way here. Okay, this is the box that I chose. It's one of those books, but it needs some work. I'm going to have to, and then the hinge part here is messed up. So I'm just going to put some leather over the back of it, probably just from here, from right here around onto the front. And then I'm going to put my stuff on the front, and then I'm going to hang it up on the wall, and I can open it and put stuff in it. So, so that's what I'm going to do with my, oh, thanks, Lady J. I'm glad you came, even if you didn't get to stay very long. This is what I'm going to put my garage assemblage on because it's very sturdy. And I think that'll be fun. And I thought it might be good to go ahead and assemble your stuff in advance because it would take a long time to get it on there and get it to dry and all of that stuff. Let me show you what I've got out of my garage just to give you an idea. I've got this. I don't know if I'll use both of those or if I'll use them like that. I haven't even put stuff out here before. This is the first time. I just threw it all in this box. And okay, let's see there. Now you can see. So I've got these things. These are my bigger things. I've got some hinges. Not sure. I may do that, something like that. I've got this huge, I don't know what it is. It's a hook. hook thing, but I don't know what it came from. I don't know if I'll use that or not. I've also got this, but it sets up so tall. And I don't think you can get it off of here. It looks like it's welded, so I may not be able to use that unless I lay it down. I guess I could do that. I don't know. I'm just going to show you what's here first. I got some big bolts. And this is an old Venetian blind holder. It was in my mom's jar of precious stuff, you know, her jar with the screws and nuts and bolts and stuff. A lot of this stuff came out of that jar and out of my stepfather's garage. But I couldn't believe this old bent up thing was in there. But it was, so I got it out. Like I said, I don't know how much of this stuff I'm going to actually use and how much of it is, oh, and look what else I found out there. Recognize these? This is from Monopoly. This is from Clue. Couple of game pieces. So, yeah, this is the one, Brittany, from the garage. We're not going to actually do it today. I'm just showing you what we're going to use. And then I want you to put your assemblage together, glue it down, and gesso over it. And then we'll do our Pick 10 on it next week. This way we'll have, we'll be ready and it won't take as long to do it. It took so long to do the last two because we assembled them and then we gessoed them and then we painted on them. So for next week, we'd like it to be ready to go to do our Pick 10 on. I don't know if I'll use these or not, but I got them out of there. And a key. And here's a flat nail. Here's a washer. I mean, the screen from your sink, you know, your sink. Here's another little hinge. Here's some stuff. I don't even know what it is. Just all kinds of stuff. We could just, actually, we could probably just do like this. And I don't know that I'll use all of this stuff. I'm just showing you what I picked out some of these screws just because they're different. Here's some more of those hanger things. There were a bunch of those in there. And I don't know what these are. That looks like it's off of a thing that you air up something with. So this is just the stuff. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Gail. This is just the stuff that I'm going to put somewhere on mine for next week to play with. There's another. And I don't know that I'll use all this stuff. I may just be a little bit more picky about it. But it's just so you can get an idea of what you might do. I also have this doorknob. I might go ahead and glue it on there too. And I can use it to open the door. I don't know. But anyway, that gives you an idea of what we're going to do for next week. And, the next week, the other one that I had thought of was to do broken jewelry. It is heavy. It needs to be a heavy box. It needs to be a heavy box for what I'm doing. Now, you don't have to use as heavy as stuff, but I've got a really, really sturdy box here. So it may be too heavy. I may have to, you know, use less stuff like this. This weighs a lot, so it may not get on there. Yeah. Go big or go home. That's right, Holly. So if we can get, Cubby, sorry, just a minute. Let me let the doggy out. You just got in here. Come on. My daughter's in her bedroom doing stuff. My son's at work. My husband's out mowing, and I'm in here. And my poor dog does not know what to do. He just has a hard time when his people are not together. And this is the box I thought I would do the broken jewelry on. And I'm not, these things I probably would put on top after the Pick 10. But underneath these, I would put some, some cheap broken stuff. And then I can add these on afterwards. Yeah, it takes a long time. Hi, Beverly. So the next week we're going to do broken jewelry on a small box, whatever kind of box you want. I just happen to have this box, and that's what I'm going to use because I've had it for 2 years and haven't done anything with it. So, and I've got some beads and I've got some stuff that I will gesso over. Those pieces I probably will not gesso over. I'll add them on. Yeah, the square blingy thing. That's what this one will be, the square blingy thing. Oh, this was a belt buckle. And I took that middle part off because I thought I was going to use it on my sewing journal, and then I didn't. So we'll use it on this one instead. Hi, Ray. I'm glad you're here. Anybody else I've missed? Hi, Suze. I think I've got everybody, but if I missed you, I'm sorry. So this will be the next one. Excuse me. And the last one, or at least the last one that I have planned, will be the 3 weeks from now. And those of you who were in Tanya McGuire's Sunday afternoon live stream, we rolled up. I didn't make it. I couldn't do it that day. I had to be in the house, so I wasn't able to do it. But we rolled up strips of cardboard and used them as a design on a page. So I think it would be fun. Yes, next week is the garage junk cover. And you need to go ahead and get your stuff glued down on whatever you're going to put it on. I'm putting mine on a box, Linda. Hi, Ruth. But you can put it on anything you want. Hi, Giovanna. You can put it on anything you want, but we want it glued down and gessoed before we get here, so it won't take so long, hopefully. The Do-Si-Do journal is April the 9th and the 23rd in a hangout with me and Tanya McGuire and Becky from Aunt Beck's Creations. And we're going to do that at noon Central Time on Tuesday the 9th and the 23rd. So so that's a 2 or 3 weeks away. On April 2nd and 16th, I think. Hi, Violet. I'm glad you're here. Beth Schuler and I are going to do a hangout, and we're going to do journaling by fives just to prove to you that it can be easy and fun, and you don't have to be a rule Scrooge. You don't, you can adapt it a little bit if you want to, and we're going to adapt it a little bit, and that'll be fun too. And that will be at 7:00, like my streams are on Monday night. So we got a lot going on in April, and then so we've got the garage assemblage next Monday, and then we've got the jewelry one the week after that, and the one with the cardboard circles or cardboard pieces. Go watch Tanya's live stream from Sunday if you haven't seen it, because we're going to use that idea on that one. And I think we can probably go ahead. Well, we'll talk about it. We may need those. I'll have one worked up so you can have an idea if you haven't seen that yet of what we're going to do to show you. But yeah, the Do-Si-Do is going to be fun, Ray. I'm looking forward to that. And you can do it whatever size you want. The book in the picture was about this big, and I love that size. Fun. Just a second. Where are they? I had a bunch of them. Well, I was going to show you my Milk Duds boxes, but they're about this big. About 3 by 5 or something like that. Maybe 3 by 6. They're shaped kind of like but they're about this long. Well, that's actually probably about the right size for the and I may shorten them. I may make it even smaller. But the Milk Duds boxes is what I had planned to use for my Do-Si-Do book. So thank you, Janet. I appreciate that. Yeah, go, Becky. Don't lose your nerve. You're going to do great. You're going to do great. God bless you. And ladies, you might jump in over there and watch Becky's live stream tonight. She's starting something really cool and new. She's going to do a pick 10 kind of mixed media on a coloring book page. I think that's going to be great fun. Okay, bye-bye. All right, let's see. Where did I put let's see if this is dry yet. Tonight, we're just going to do a regular old pick 10 on a journal or on a piece of cardboard or whatever you want to do yours on. I'm going to put some glue on this. And I left my glue in the house. I'm going to have to go get that. Hi, Dawn. I'm glad you're here. I'm going to run in and get my glue so I can finish this card real quick, and then we'll do our pick 10. Okay, sorry about that. Whew. Well, that sounds good, Becky. I've been working on a project, some junk journals. I'll show you this one because it's the one I'm going to keep. But I've got 8 of them that I'm going to be willing to sell if somebody wants to buy them. And they're all basically the same, not exactly, because of course they have different pages. Oh, let me find a place to put that so it doesn't fall everywhere. But I used wallpaper for the outside on all of them. I will tell her, Becky, I'm glad you like it. She was pretty proud of it. She wanted to make sure she sent you something special because you sent her that weaving comb. And inside the cover, I put a page from this Pepper's book, and they all have wallpaper on the outside and Pepper's page inside. And then I tried to coordinate the colors with whatever was next to it. So then we've got map page, and this one's got a pocket like this. They're not all exactly the same. Has a house plans page, a little writing page, and this is a dictionary page. This is from a counterpoint book. And I don't know what exactly counterpoint is, but it has something to do with music. And like I said, I'm not through with these. I'm going to add some more stuff in, but there's a part of a ledger page, another map, and this is an order page. And this was out of I'm not sure that I can remember what kind of book that was, some kind of an art book. And this is a German, I think it's German, song page. And this was out of a book about ships, a different kind of ledger page. And this this came out of a 1977, and what is that called? Uh, it's the same thing that Jerry put in our bank book things. I can't think of the name of it. And then here's a Egyptian drawing page. And this is from a book about how to draw in perspective. And it was just falling apart literally. So I took the pages and put them in here. And then I've got some things from some children's books. And I put one of these in the middle of all of them because it's good sturdy paper, plus it's a pretty picture. And then the back side of all of those. I'm still going to add some tuck spots and things like that I haven't done yet, some journaling cards and things. And here's a couple of little things. I'm going to put some little pads of paper inside these and then tuck them in somewhere. So that for right now, they're just sticking right there. And I've got a pocket here. Anyway, this one, the back of it didn't glue down right. It's got that bubble. You see that? Kind of frustrating. No, it's not work basket. It's like tells you when to plant your garden and all that. Almanac, the farmer's almanac. That's what it is. Yeah. Anyway, this one's messed up. It didn't glue down good, so I'm going to keep it for myself. But and I may end up keeping more if nobody wants to buy them. But I just thought they might be fun. And so I'll show you again. I'll go through them all in the video when I get them finished. But if you're interested, below all my videos, I have an email address. It's talktome@dlc96.com. And you can email me and let me know that you're interested in one of them. And I don't know what kind of price to put on them. So I haven't, I like I said, I don't know what kind of price to put on them. So I may need some help with that. But anyway, I think they're fun and they're a good size. And even my daughter approved of the papers I put in them. She thought they all had a good aesthetic that went well together. She's pickier about that stuff than I am. Anyway, so when I went in to get my glue sticks, I saw those, and that's why all the glue sticks were and stuff were in the house. Okay, I'm going to hurry up and put some glue on this and finish this card real quick because I really want to get it done so I can mail it tomorrow. Okay. What is that? Something stuck. Got it all over my hands now. I don't want to mess this up because I've got my hands gross. Have an auction? I guess I could do that. I've gone to some, but I've never thought about doing one myself. The cover was made of wallpaper. I used vinyl wallpaper, so it would be pretty sturdy. And they're all different. They all have a different cover. And then inside is a page out of a Pepper's book. This one I put this pocket on. I'll put a pocket in all of them, but I haven't done that yet except to this one. But I'll think about that. I hadn't thought about having an auction, but I guess I could do that. Mostly, I just want to know if anybody would even be interested because I don't want to bother having an auction if nobody's interested. Because then you'd all feel like you had to show up. And hi, Auntie Ro. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Maria. It's good to see you. Okay. Now then, I want to put And that gold doesn't exactly match, does it? But we're just going to go with it anyway. I want to use these kind of like this. I may go ahead and just cover up that on this side. And so that's going to be the front of it. Thank you, Patricia. Let's glue this one down too. I'm going to try to be careful with this because this is a very, very old card. I got these from my stepfather was going through his mother's stuff, and these cards were in there, and I just loved them. So I decided I was going to do something with them. And when Tanya said her, that she wanted, when she asked us to send cards to her mom, I knew that's exactly what I wanted to do with it. So. Okay. I'm thinking I should kind of go around this a little bit. Might not be necessary, but I think it'll add a little bit of something. I don't want to do it too much, but I think I'll do a little bit. Since I tore this off of they used to make all their cards like, anyway, like this one. So you got this, and then it opens up like that, so you got lots of room. And a lot of them, I noticed this on my grandmother's stuff too. People would write letters inside here. I thought that was really cool. Oh, Jerry, it's really hard to not do too much, because it doesn't take much to be too much. And when you've got things you feel like you need to do, that just is a struggle. This card is also embossed. I don't know if you can tell that when looking at it from the back, but it's even harder to tell from the front. But you can see there that it's embossed, which is fun. Okay, I need something clean to push that down with. Okay. I like the front of it. I'm not so sure I like this part. uh, okay. I do want to put the inside, and I think I'm going to do these just good old mixed media tear style. And I'm going to add these little flowers too. Well, we've only done 2 so far, Auntie Ro, but we're gonna do not tonight, but the next 3 weeks we're gonna do some more pick 10s, assemblage pick 10s like we did the last 2 weeks. And I hope that you'll enjoy them. It's been fun for me. I can't do it, a bunch of them because they all take up so much space. It's not like you can just stick it in a journal. Um, Now I guess we could do fabric ones in a journal. They're kind of I love those butterflies. You can see the glittery stuff. I don't know if you can see the glittery stuff on them. But today, all I want is this. I'll save the rest of it for something else. So she's going to get sentiments from one of the cards that's on the front and a completely different card inside this. So, and I think actually it might be fun to put some of these butterflies on there too. Should I fussy cut the butterflies? What do you think? I think I want to put a couple of butterflies on here. Oh, y'all are talking about food. Don't talk about food. I'm going to suddenly get hungry here. Fussy cut the butterflies. Okay. No, they're not the right color. Well, there's blue in here. Both of those have blue. We could just do a couple of blue ones. I think I will. I'll just do 2 blue ones and we'll call that good. We may do a rose over here and a butterfly down here and a butterfly up there so that it looks like it goes across. And I don't know if other people would say they're the right color or not, but since there's blue in the flowers, I'm going to say they're the right color. I don't mind. I mean, I enjoy fussy cutting when I'm sitting in front of the TV and I'm fussy cutting images for magazines or whatever. I don't like it as much when I'm trying to do a live stream because then people are watching and they're saying, Lisa. But mostly I feel like I'm just taking up time that we should be doing something else instead of fussy cutting. But we're going to do it anyway. I'll have to draw on the little antenna because I am not trying to cut those out. Oh, no, mine's not putting you to shame because you made yours with painty papers that you made, and I'm just cutting stuff out of other cards. Don't think that way, Janet. I love your painty papers. She's going to love them too. Oh, there's missed a curve. Okay. There's one butterfly. Ah, looks like I missed Dana. Where is Dana? Who is Dana? Where are you, Dana? Did I miss you? Is Auntie Ro Dana? The best scissor in the whole wide world. Oh my goodness, what are you wanting to cut? Oh, there you are, Dana. I'm good. I hope everyone else is good. I had a headache earlier today, but praise the Lord, it went away. All these little curvy things are not very easy to cut out. Look right above Becky. Yeah, I finally saw her, Janet. Thank you. I finally saw her. Well, I didn't think Auntie Ro was Dana, but it was the only person I saw. And then of course after I opened my mouth, I saw her. I don't know about the best scissors in the whole world for fussy cutting. I'm not sure that's even what you were asking about, but I like these scissors really well, and they're not very expensive, which makes them um, exceptionally good scissors as far as I'm concerned. If they work well and they're not expensive, then that's my kind of scissors. And these are just Paper Studio, um, the Paper Studio, the titanium blades. I think they're like $6.99 or something like that, and I even used a 40% off coupon. But I know that there are lots of there are lots of people with real opinions on that. I'm sure somebody will give them to you. Um, okay, I gotta read what Auntie Rose talking about. Her hair is marker. See, I missed the first part of that. Whose hair is marker? Well, I have to go back. Oh, cool, Beth. Okay, I think this is what I'm gonna do. Does that look okay to y'all? Not with my good scissors. That's right. Yeah, I have. Let's see if I can find them. I have these that are Ginger, and they're cheap Gingers that I bought 20 something years ago, and I bought two pair. I don't know if they even sell these anymore, but they still work great because I've never used them with anything but fabric. But those are the only good scissors I have. Okay. All right. Oh, I want to let me ink. Let me ink this a little bit first. obviously I need to get some more ink here. I don't want to overdo it. I tend to overdo it. So yeah. Okay. I always forget, and then I put it down and I haven't inked it, and then I get all frustrated with myself. So I'm glad I remembered. I'm going to try this week sometime to do a video on using a drum carder to get your wool ready to spin on a spinning wheel or with a hand spindle. And then sometime in the next few weeks, I want to do a video on how you can make your own hand spindle and how to spin with one. Making a video about spinning with a hand spindle is not really easy because it's hard to see what's going on, and can't do it over a table very well. So who knows how that's going to turn out. And I may do the how-to in some live streams, impromptu kind of live streams, or something so that people can ask questions. Okay. So what have y'all been doing today? I know Becky's working on some cards. Is anybody else working anything? Oh, good, Mary. Okay. Clusters. Ooh. Mary's prepping for her April journal. I like that one journal a month thing, Mary. I think that's really cool. You just do everything in that journal instead of doing it all hodgepodge everywhere like I do. I think that's a grand idea. I'm one of those people, though, that thinks they have to start things at the beginning of the year. So I may do that next year. It seems kind of silly to not be willing to go ahead and start now, since it's just, fixing to be April. It's not like I don't know. My mother was not a threatening person. She never threatened us at all, except with her fabric scissors. That was something that she was very, very insistent on. And she's a very gentle soul, but she didn't want you messing with her fabric scissors. Okay. I think that's it. I just realized, though, that the envelope I have is white. I'm just not going to worry about that. Oh, just not going to worry about that. I'm going to let this dry, and then I'll sign it, and I'll send it to her tomorrow. Yay, I'm happy to get that done. And it turned out good. I like it. I'll save those little butterflies for something else. Oh, there's my pen. my pen guard. Thanks to Sharon Lombard for her great idea. I'm now able to keep up with my pen. Okay, now I have not decided what I'm going to do my Pick 10 on. Oh no, I'm almost out of that glue stick. Tell you, these extreme glue sticks are precious now since we're having a hard time finding them. Let's try to get some of this stuff out of the way. Which is hard to do because there's too much stuff in here. Just use a flower stamp on it. On the envelope, Janet? Is that what you mean? Hi, Miss Allie Kay. It's good to see you. I missed you if you've been here a while. Sorry about that. On the envelope. Okay. I might do that. I have some flower stamps. That's a good idea. Oh, I was going to use some of this washi tape, but I didn't. I guess I didn't need it. All right, let me get rid of this and find something to do my Pick 10 on. Y'all get ready. Oh, I think I'm going to work in this book. I think. I think I'm going to tear that off because it's not going to match what's on the other side if I start doing something else. And that one's tearing. Okay, I think I'm going to work right here. And I'm going to put some tape there. See if I can rescue that. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do another layer just to kind of reinforce that one. Yes, Dana, it's kind of like a mixed media mashup. It is kind of the same thing. It's just 10 prompts. Except I usually do mine in a journal. Some people do their mashups to make cards out of. Like Becky does a Dirty Dozen that she makes cards or ATCs out of. That works pretty good. And those are fun. I think I am going to put some gesso on top of this so I won't end up with stuff that won't stick. Dana, what we're going to do for the next 3 weeks, not tonight, but for the next 3 weeks after this, is some assemblage pick tins. I'll show you. This is the one we did 2 weeks ago. And it's pieces of cardboard and stuff like that. And a couple of, I've got shells. And I added these on top. There's buttons. There's just all kinds of stuff. We glued it down and gessoed it. And then we did a pick tin on top of it. And then we did... We did one on an assemblage pick tin on a book cover last week. And this is what mine turned out. Ooh. Screen's acting crazy. And that was fun last week. And next week we're going to use one out of with stuff out of your garage or your shop on a box. And so we're going to go ahead and put the stuff, you know, screws and bolts and whatever you can find out there on, glue it onto your box. It'll probably need to be a sturdy box to do that. And then we're going to go ahead and glue it and gesso it before we get started, because when those that we glue everything down and gesso them in the live stream, they took forever. And so we've decided to get started in advance and glue our stuff down. But I think that'll be fun too. Okay. I'm going to dry this just a little bit, and then we'll get started. Oh, I don't know if anybody else needed the gesso. Y'all were probably thinking in advance and already did that, but no, it does not have to be a box, Linda. You can do it on anything you want. I just wanted to do one on a box, and so I'm doing mine on a box, but you don't have to. Just anything that's sturdy enough to hold your stuff. That's what's important. One thing I thought of that would work well too for that, you know, for the heavy stuff is one of these metal pieces. I got this at the thrift store for $1. You know, you could put some pretty heavy stuff on that and it would work okay. Yeah, use cardstock, anything. They just won't work as well for the assemblage because it needs to be sturdier. But you could do something like this, or you could use a canvas. I've seen people do them on canvas. You could do it on anything you want that's sturdy enough to hold your stuff. That's the only thing that really matters. And these you can do on anything too. I just happen to do mine in a journal most of the time. So but I don't care what you do it on. Oh dear. There went my journals. At least they landed gently. Okay. Now then, let's see. We've got, here are our background prompts. And there is a wild card. So we're gonna I'm gonna shuffle these, and they're, hello Mike, hi Ian, hi Joyce, hi Danina. It's good to see all of you. Hi Deb. Y'all are rating me. All right. I feel honored. You just right away. I'm glad y'all are all over here. We're fixing to do a pick 10, and we're going to do them with prompts on cards. And I'm going to do the first 5 out of these background prompts, and then I'll do the next 5 out of the foreground prompts. And I'll pick a couple that you can use as alternatives if you don't like the ones that I choose. And then we'll start our pick 10 after we've chosen what the alternatives are going to be. And I need space. Good grief. I need somebody to come and steal all the stuff out of my studio so I have more space to work. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Christy. Okay. First alternate is use a sponge. You can use a sponge to do anything you want. Okay. That's alternate number 1. Alternate number 2 says drip ink or watered down paint. That's alternate number 2. Okay, so our first prompt is use watercolor paint. If you don't have watercolor paint, or you don't want to use it, you can use one of those alternates. That'll be fine. Or you could use some other kind of paint. I don't care. Let me get this out. I should have. Well, see, I didn't know I was going to have to use watercolor paint, so I didn't wet anything down. And I'm not sure. I guess I'm going to use these cool colors right here. That way I don't have to spray everything. Yeah, you could use food coloring. The first coloring, the first prompt is use watercolor paint, Zoe. But we had 2 alternates you could use instead if you want to. One is drip ink or watered down paint, and the other one is use a sponge. So you could use either one of those if you want to. And somewhere I have a bottle of water, jar of water. Here we go. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to paint some on here. The gesso will keep it from doing too much. Ian, don't watch, because I know you are a watercolor expert and I am just a mixed media play person. I'm just a mixed media play person. I'm not a watercolor expert. I'm just using it to make a background. Let's do a little purple, just because we can. When I was dyeing my wool for spinning today, I did one with blue and green, one batch with blue and green, and one batch with red and yellow, and then one batch with red and blue. So the blue and greens, you could see the definite colors, but the red and yellow, turn into various shades of orange, which I was fine with that. And I think the red and blue is going to be blue and purple. I don't think any of the red survived because the colors attach themselves to the wool at various places. Blue attaches first. It attaches very quickly, and red doesn't. So the blue kind of took over. So anywhere the red attached, it kind of attached over the blue instead of on its own like the blue did. Okay, there's my watercolor paint. Thank you guys for subscribing. I appreciate it. It was good to meet you too. Thanks for smashing my bell, Mike. Okay, I'm going to dry this a little bit, and then we're going to go on to prompt number 2. It was great meeting you too, Mike. I've seen you in other people's lives, but I don't think you've ever been here. God bless you. That's the way we do it, Lavada. A lot of people pick out 10 prompts and then they do them in whatever order they want. They have them all there at the beginning, but we do them in order. If you really want to, if you get something that you really don't want to do now, you can save it till later, but we usually go ahead. But like I said, I'm not a stickler for the rules. So if you decide you want to save one till later, you're welcome to do that. It's fine with me. I think I want to do something. See if that'll give me any different texture here. Just for kicks. Just for kicks. It just looks too stripy. I dry it and then I wet it. That's how we roll here. Okay. Now I'll dry it again. Sorry. Thanks, Ian. It on top of gesso, it looks a little bit different than it does on watercolor paper, but I like it. After all, in the pick 10, you never know how much of it's going to actually survive anyway. So, well, good night, Beverly. I'm glad you came for a while. Yeah, Lavita, that's true. You can do what Holly does, and a lot of people do that. And when we get through tonight, I'll put the prompts down in the description box of the video, so you can go back to my live streams that have pick 10s and you can see all the prompts just looking on the looking in the description box. You don't even have to watch the video to get the prompts, and then you can do them anytime you want. So tie-dye, there you go. That's it. I have a tie-dye background. I'm comfortable with tie-dye. Okay, where did I put my prompt? Here it is. All right, I'm going to stick it right up there. Okay, prompt number 2. Aunt Beck did a rainbow down her page. Very cool. Oh no, Lynn, I'm so sorry. Okay, how many? I don't know how many people are playing. I didn't even think to ask that. So tell me if you're playing and whether or not you're ready, because I don't want to go on until till people are ready. Lynn's obviously not ready. She's got to clean up water. So Mary's playing and Zoe's playing, and Lynn is playing when she gets a chance. Becky's playing. Susan's playing. Holly's playing. All right. And Gail is playing, and she's ready. And Mary's ready. Okay. Well, we're going to wait just a minute. Linda's playing, and we're going to let Lynn clean up her water. Lavita is watching and learning, and that is fine. And it's fine if you watch anytime. You don't have to play along. There are lots of times I watch people's live streams and I don't have the chance to play along because I'm not with my stuff, but I still enjoy watching. So, oh, Lynn says go ahead. All right. Number 2 says add metallic paint. Susan says 7 people she's counting. Okay, well, I'll try to keep track of that, Susan. Thank you. And we'll be close, I guess. And that's fine, Dana. Just listen and chat. Number 2 is add metallic paint, which is always one of my favorite prompts because I love metallic paint. And so let's see what kind of metallic paint we want to add to this. You know I'm a copper girl. I'm a copper girl. So I may get out a stencil and add some copper with a stencil. It doesn't say how you add the paint. You can add it any way you want. It just says to add it. So, ooh, let's see. Ooh, I'm not sure which one of these I want to use. Ooh, these all look like they're good background stuff though. I think I'm going to use circles because I just like circles and I'm in a circle mood. Okay, I've still got this gold right here, so I'm going to use a little gold and then I'll get out some copper and use a little copper too because I like it. Oh, and it doesn't say you can only add one kind of metallic paint. It just says add metallic paints. Oh. Having a hard time keeping this stencil down. I'm just going to use up what's left of this gold paint and then I'll get my copper out. Uh-oh, go back. There we go. Okay. Alrighty, now let me get out some copper. Well, thank you, Julia. That's sweet. I appreciate you subscribing. I hope that you enjoy the things that we do here. Let me get some gold, copper. Copper, that's what I want. Oh, I may be out. This is my favorite color too. I'm gonna may have to get a replacement very soon. I love this Artist Loft copper. It's really, really, really good. It's funny how different it acts over the watercolor um, than it does over acrylic paint. I mean, over other acrylic paint. I don't know why it would make it not want to go on as good, but for some reason it doesn't seem to be wanting to go on as good. Kind of trying to keep it still. That's okay. This is sorry. I know I'm taking a while. Julia is from Alaska. Cool, Julia. I would love to go to Alaska. I think I'm going to go ahead and let's put a little bit up here, and then I'm going to choose one more metallic paint to go in the other spots where I don't have copper or gold. Because I can. Okay. And what do I want to put there? Okay. The other metallics I have are metallic blue and metallic purple. Which one should I put in here? This place, and right there. Tell me what you think. I know everybody's ready but me. I'm sorry. Becky says purple, and she was first, so she wins. Oh, there were several purples. Everybody wants to jump on the purple bandwagon. That way everybody wins, see? That works for me. Thank you, Holly. Okay. I'm going to go right here first. And then I'm going to work my way this direction. What's underneath here is very dimensional on the other side of this. And so that's one reason I'm having trouble with this. It's not the stencil's fault. Not the stencil's fault. Okay, sorry about that. It's too rough of an abrupt break right there. Okay. Thank you, Giovanna. Call it done. Yeah, an image and a sentiment, and call it done. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Then I'd be through. Okay, that would be way too short of a game. That would be way too short of a game. Okay, I'm sure everybody's ready now. Thank you, Eva. Thank you, Allie. Okay. Oh, number 5 says add texture paste. If you don't want to add texture paste, you can use a sponge or drip watered down paint. Those are the alternates. Add texture paste. Hi, Barb. I'm glad you're back. I got to think. I have some texture paste I could use. I'm just trying to think what I would do with it. Well, Jerry was going to give me an idea, and then she retracted her message. So now I don't know what her great idea was. Finger slippage. Oh, I understand. We're all waiting with bated breath. What's Jerry going to say? So pretty. Thank you, Jerry. Oh, that is so easy to do, especially if you're on something beside your laptop. And I still do it on my laptop. But okay, let me see if I can find another stencil that I could put. I could put a tree on there. It's not the best tree in the world, but no, that would take too long, too hard work. Let's see what else we can find. We could put some of these little flowers. Let's do that. We'll just put a few little flowers. And I'm going to use this Heidi Swap metallic texture paste. It's mint. It's very light, so it won't drive me crazy. Susan, you're mean. Oh, actually, she's not mean. She's very sweet, but okay, let me find a okay. And I'm just gonna do a few here and there, so let's see if this is even gonna work. Yeah, okay. Uh-oh. I didn't put it on a real palette, so it's just sliding all over the place. I think I'm just gonna do some in the four corners. That one is not working out so good. Making a mess now. Making a mess now. Got it all over me. Okay, let's do some right up here. And of course I ran out, so I have to find it. Where'd I put it? Oh, there it is. Okay. But I have some more. I have some more. I'll just, I don't want to mess up the, okay, let's just do a couple right here. And a couple right here. Okay. Now I got to clean this off. And then, of course, I have to dry. You're feeling craft deprived, Jerry? I'm sorry. That's not a good thing. Okay. Now I'm feeling very sticky. Let me clean my hands. Oh no, I took my wipes in the house. Okay, there's should be some out here somewhere. But I don't see them. Oh, good grief, folks. I'm sorry. I'm going to run in the house and get some wipes because I'm just going to make a bigger mess if I don't. Be right back. Okay. There was a time before I started doing this stuff when my back bothered me so much I couldn't weave or spin, but I hadn't started doing paper crafting or mixed media stuff yet. And the only thing I could do to try and take my mind off of um, how I was feeling was watch other people craft. And I felt very craft deprived then too, Jerry. So I understand what you're feeling. And it's not fun. It's more fun to be doing, but watching other people craft kind of saved me during that year or so before I could do it myself. And slowly I found things that I could do sitting in my recliner and that kind of thing. One of the things was collage, and that's why I have 5 million images in boxes, because couldn't do much with them, but I could get them out of magazines, and so I spent a lot of time just taking images out of magazines. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and dry here just a minute, and then we'll move on. Okay. I'm glad you're able to embroider and crochet, Eva. I know that helps. Well, it's exhausting. Pain is exhausting, Jerry, all by itself. You don't have to do anything. You're just trying to survive. It's exhausting. Okay. Prompt number 4 says use pink. Use pink. Okay, I think I'm going to do an alternate because I don't really want to use pink. Okay, I can use a sponge or I can drip watered down paint. And dripping sounds the easiest. So, actually, I am going to use pink, and I'm going to drip watered down. I'm going to drip this pink. So that way I can do both. Yes, Jerry, your body's trying to heal, and it just doesn't have the energy to do anything else. And you just have to let it. You just have to let it. Sorry, it's going to take me a minute to shake this up. All right, let's see. Well, this is clogged up. You can do it any way you want. You can just drip it down onto drip it straight down onto the page. Just drip, 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 drip. if that's what. Oh, okay. I think I got that out of there. Or you can do it like this, which is what I'm going to do. Where you go. Okay, come on. Let's move that. Now I can't do two things at once, like hold the ink and do this. And just let it drip like this. You don't have to do it this way. That's just what I'm doing. It might be easier to if I loaded up a paintbrush, but now it's not. I'm not getting any in this little thing, and so it's just kind of whatever holds on. This is probably not the best example because my little dripper's not working good. I think it just must be a slow night for me. I just can't do anything quickly. Picking all the wrong prompts or supplies or something. Okay. I got some on there and it's dripping, so I'm just going to kind of bang it a little so it can encourage it to go on down the page. Just like that. That's what I'm doing. So you can drip it however you want. That's just the way I'm doing it. Okay. I'm going to see if I can get it to go down a little bit more. Okay, we're going to call that good. And of course, I'm going to dry it a little bit. Okay. Oh. Well, sometimes it's good to get out of our comfort zone, Gail. I hope that you're um, I hope that you're enjoying yourself, even if it's out of your comfort zone. Okay, number 5. Are y'all all ready? I saw Becky was ready. And I figured everybody else was ready since I took so long, but I don't see anybody else saying they're ready. Um, so we'll wait just a minute. So Pete, tell me when you're ready and we'll move on. I'm glad I'm not the last one this time. Prompt number 1 was use watercolor paint. Prompt number 2 was add metallic paint. Prompt number 3 was add texture paste. Prompt number 4 was use pink. That's all we've done so far, Zoe. Okay. Well, Becky's ready, and Gail's ready, and Linda's ready, and Mary's ready. That's 4. Let's see if there's anybody else who said they were ready that I missed. Thanks, Deb. I'll wait just a minute more before we go on to the next one. In fact, while I'm going to go ahead and write these down, and that way I won't have I don't have to have those cards. I can move the cards. Yeah, that makes it way more fun that everybody's working along. It's a lot more fun than just me doing it. Oh, good night, Jerry. I hope you sleep well. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. Goodness. No, I was writing stuff down, Barb. Sorry, it took me a minute, and then I'm just coughing at you. Let me get a cough drop suck on here. Okay. Number 5, which will be the last one out of this half of the deck, says use a crayon to resist. Well, I obviously cannot do that, I don't think. Well, I might could do some. Okay, I'll do it. Where's my pen? Don't know if it'll have anything to resist later, but I'm going to put some crayon down anyway. Let me find some crayons. Here we go. Here's the ones I used, and let's do this pink here. I don't know if it's going to ever have anything to resist, but I'm doing it. I'm doing the prompt. Excuse me. This has been a bad allergy day. We got rain over the weekend, and then my husband mowed tonight, and I dyed wool today, and it's just, it just means to put some crayon down, and then it'll resist stuff going over it because it's wax. So like I said, I don't know if mine will have anything to resist or not because it's so late in the game here. Okay. I'm going to call it done. Well, hi, Tanya. I hope you haven't been here a long time, and I just now saw you. Yeah, it's usually when you do that, then you do something on top of it specific. But this was just a prompt for a background, and so it'll resist whatever comes next. And I don't have a clue what that's going to be. So, well, when you use a, like, I can't remember what that stuff's called, but it's like a plastic stuff you paint on, and then you do your stuff over it, and then you pull it off. That's one kind of resist. But this just resists, like if you just drew with a crayon on a paper and then you watercolored over it, it would resist the watercolor, or it would resist the acrylic paint. Doing it on top of all of this, I don't think it's going to do much. Frisk it, that's the word, Deb. You take frisk it off, but the crayon just stays where it is and resists things that come after it. But I don't know if we'll do anything where it'll even show up. So it's not a big deal. I did it because it said to. Okay. Now then I'm going to take this package away. And we'll open the foreground prompts, and we will do 5 of those. And where did I put the little label that says background? I don't know. Oh, here it is. There we go. And there's a wild card for the foreground ones too. Well, what is that? Something stuck on it. Oh, it's tape. Let me cut that off because it's going to bug me. Little piece of tape sticking out there from where I taped on the words. Okay. Oh, don't worry about it, Holly. Just pretend you got a wild card for that one and do whatever you want. Don't fret. Or don't do anything and just move on without it. Don't worry about it. It's not a salvation issue. Okay, one more. Okay, let's pick our first alternate is add an image. And I keep losing my pen. I guess I keep putting it up. That's rare for me. Okay, number 3 is add an image. And the other alternate is add a word. Well, those are going to be handy ones. Okay. Yeah, that's good, Linda. All righty. Are y'all ready to go on to number 6? Here's like this. I have too much stuff up there. Okay. Prompt number 6 is add swirls. Add swirls, and you can add swirls any way you want. Um, I'm thinking. Oh dear, Lynn, that's not fun. I had a vacuum cleaner once that would vacuum one room and then it quit. And you'd have to wait 2 or 3 hours, and then it would vacuum one room and then it would quit. And then you'd have to wait 2 or 3 hours and it would vacuum one room. And it was a stubborn vacuum cleaner. You could never vacuum the whole house at once. Oh, thankfully I don't have that vacuum cleaner anymore. A fairy forest with tall, skinny trees. If I turned it upside down, I could turn those into trees, couldn't I? Okay. What did I say number 6 was? Add swirls. Okay. I think I want some black on here. And I think somewhere in here I have here they are. I have a swirls. So I'm just going to this is my be lazy, use a stencil day, I think. So I'm going to add some swirls with black paint. Let me find some black paint. Okay. Hi, Rosie. It's good to see you. Oh, goodness, excuse me. We're doing just a pick 10. And we're on prompt number 6, and it's add swirls. So I'm being lazy and using the stencil to add my swirls. If I was a better doodler, I might doodle them on, but I'm not a better doodler. I think I'm just going to add swirls all the way around the edge. I don't know how these are looking. Kind of weird, but we're going to do it anyway. Part of it is that the page is so uneven, the stencil won't lay down good, and so it's kind of leaking underneath. And part of it's probably that I'm impatient. So we might as well just admit that and go on. Okay. Well, there's some swirls at the bottom. That may be all I do. I think that's all I'm going to do. Just some swirls at the bottom. Excuse me. Good grief. I'm so sorry, y'all. I just want to remind y'all, tomorrow night, Tanya and I and Marydale, the Mariotier, are doing our second half of the um, toilet paper roll book. Let me show you my pages so you can get an idea. We made pages out of toilet paper roll and painted them, gessoed them, and then we put a binding portion on the bottom. This one's one with doors. That was just one kind of page. And this is just a regular one that you would put a tag in. Here's a tag. And it's, again, bound at the bottom, painted. And I went ahead and embossed my tags just because I thought that I like that idea. And that's another, oh, this one, see, where are they? This one I made 2 little tags to go in it. This is one that Tanya did with pockets. And then you can also add the big tag in here. So this one holds 3 tags. And that's another one. We're going to add images and bind them tomorrow night. Here's one that we made with a little book. And you don't add a tag into that one. It would not be easy to do. And then the other ones are just the same as those. If you haven't had a chance to watch the last one, then you might want to do that so you can catch up. But it's going to be tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Central Time here on my channel. It'll be a Google Hangout. So the 3 of us will all be talking. Well, Marydale won't be talking until 9 o'clock because she has radio silence until 9 o'clock, TV silence or whatever. But anyway, we're going to work on adding images and binding those and finishing them up. And then next month, we're going to do a prompt. Going to do a hangout, and it'll be on Tuesdays at noon Central Time, the 9th and the 23rd Central Time. And it'll be me and Tanya, and our guest next month is going to be Becky at Aunt Beck's Creations, and we're going to do a do-si-do book next month. And I put a video up on kind of give you a heads up on how that works and what you need to bring with you when we do that next month. So we got some fun stuff coming. And also next month on the 2nd and the 16th, Beth Schuler and I are going to do a hangout at 7 o'clock p.m. on Central Time. And we're going to do a lighthearted journaling by 5 session on those 2 nights. We're going to go through it once the first night, and then we'll go back the second night and go through it again so that we can kind of finish up the pages. So that's what's going on in April. But tomorrow night is the finishing up of those little toilet paper roll books, and I can't wait to finish that. That'll be fun. Okay, are we ready to go on to the next prompt? Let me move my black roll, stick my elbow in it. Okay, prompt number 7 says doodle in white. Doodle in white. And you can do that however you want. You can use Posca pens, or you can use jelly roll pens, or the I'm trying to find one, the Uniball Signo pens. I'm trying to find my Posca pen because that works the best over paint. And all I can find is the big one. I'm going to doodle big, I guess. My son borrowed the other one, I think. So we're going to doodle in white. And I have no idea what I'm going to doodle. Okay. I think I'm going to doodle some leaves on these and make them into vines. And I'm not the best leaf doodler either, but I think they are approximate enough you can at least figure out their leaves. Most of them, anyway. Mary just fell off her chair. Why did you fall off your chair, Mary? Oh, stars would have been good, but I'm already in the middle of leaves. See, I should read before I start something. What's wrong? Is everything okay? Okay, I'm just going to assume everything's all right. That whatever y'all are talking about's not something that I need to worry about. That one was really bad. Whoa, sometimes my hand just will not move in a flower shape. I mean, a leaf shape. What's wrong, Mary? What's wrong, Mary? Doodle equals Mary equals falling. No. Okay. Oh, doodle in gold would have made her pass out. Well, I'm glad it didn't say that then. Okay, that ought to be plenty. That ought to be plenty of leaves. So I'm going to call that one done. Barb's being a tease tonight. Oh, that's okay. She must be in a good mood. I like it when people are in a good mood. Okay. If y'all are ready, let me know because the chat's moved and I'm not sure if anybody said they were ready or not. Thank you, Gloria. Becky's ready? Lynn is ready. And don't forget, you've got these alternates. Add an image and add a word that you can use anytime. All righty. The next one says use a stencil. I think I have done that enough. I think I have done that enough. Use a stencil. Let me write it down, and then I'm probably going to look for a word. Okay, hugs back at you, Tanya. If we're still here, we'll be glad to see you again. All right, I need a word. Looky here. I have a box of words. Here's one that says zooming in. Here's one that says natural splendor. I don't think there's anything natural about this. Let's see. Here's one that says leader of the pack. Small wonders. There's one that says stop. Maybe that's what I need to put on there. This one says delightfully antiquated. This one says spectacular. Let's see what else we've got in here. Here's one that says, are you feeling red? This one says, look closer. This says the art. Let's see if I can find anything else that looks interesting. This one says the wild bunch. Here's one that says real is rare. This one says beyond limits. This one says life is short, ride long. Okay, we're going to choose from those. Okay, Janet says that's us, the wild bunch. Susan says I like beyond limits or spectacular. Anybody else have a vote? I think I like bigger words, so I'm going to take this one out because of that. And this is obviously not natural, so I'm going to take that one out. I don't think I like the red because it just doesn't go, so I'll take those out. I think spectacular is a little too small. Yes, you can add your word later. That's fine. You like the art with spectacular? Is that what you said? The art with natural splendor. Okay. Well, we'll think about that. There's those two together. Yeah, the art is pretty cool. I don't think it's antiquated, so we'll take that one away. I don't want to take that one. I kind of like look closer too. We're zooming in because I feel like that's kind of what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to take small wonders away. I'm going to take this one away because it just is too yellow. Okay, these are what we're voting for. One for art, two for beyond limits. No, there's two for art and two for beyond limits. Giovanna likes look closer. I kind of like that one too, Giovanna. Look closer or zooming in. I like both of those. The struggle is real. Yay, Becky. I like that. If I had it, I'd put it on here. Linda says both. Kathy likes zooming in. Suze likes look closer. Maybe we could make something. Let's see. Let's take that one away. We could put all of those on there. Or we could just put these three. Three sounds good. Yeah, and all three of those have a light background, so that would work too. What do you think about that? I'll need to trim them up a little bit, but Linda says thumbs up. Okay, I'm going to trim them while y'all think about it. Oh, goodness. Okay. I'm going to do it like this. Just like this. And we're going to call it good. One's curling up on me. It's funny how some of them do that. Come on. Cooperate. All righty. I like the 3-2. The art beyond limits. Look closer. That works for me. All righty. Are y'all ready for number 9 or not? Nobody said they're ready yet, so I'm just asking. I'm not trying to rush you. Mary's ready, 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 ready. Ready, 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 ready. Susan's ready. Becky's ready. Hi, Joyce. Lynn is ready. Susan, you're so funny. So, Mary, are you ready? I can't remember who all was playing, but I know there were more than just 4, so we'll wait just a minute longer before we go on to the next one. Oh no, a rebellious squirrel. Now I'm really intrigued, gal. I'm intrigued. But we'll go on. If we can go on without worrying about you. Number 9 says add circles. Add circles. Add circles. I've got a lot of circles on there already. Trying to decide what to do. I could add some circles in black around here. Kind of finish the border that I started with this. I don't know. Dots are circles, aren't they? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do some black paint dots. Let's see if I can find a... Well, I had a... Oh, let's see. I had a pencil that I was using the eraser to do just that, but I don't know where it is. Let me see if I can find another one. I can't, but this pencil doesn't have anything on the end, so I'll just use that. I may just go part way up. I think I'm going to go all the way up on this side. They don't have to be the same. I tend to think things need to be samey, but they don't have to be samey. Okay. Oh, it was a squirrel image. Okay. Well, I'm glad to know that because squirrels are cute little critters, but they can cause a lot of problems. I knew somebody who had a bunch of squirrels living in their attic, and they had a really hard time getting rid of them. They put traps up there. They did everything, and they just hear them all night scattering around up there. Okay. Let me know when you're ready. I'm going to dry a little bit. Okay. Gail is ready, and Lynn is ready, and Becky's ready. Around here, people don't have squirrels for pets. They're just pests. They bury pecans in your yard and stand in the street and dare you to run over them. Mary's ready. I like them. I have to admit, I haven't ever had any trouble with squirrels, but We've never had pet ones. My grandmother had one that would come up on her windowsill and eat out of her hand. And one time it was doing that, and it got, it got pretty tame, and a cat got it when it came up there to eat out of her hand, and that traumatized me. So I have never fed the squirrels because I didn't want to make them tame. I want them to go ahead and forage for their food and not get caught by cats. It wasn't my cat, by the way. I'll just say that. It wasn't my cat. It was just a cat that roamed the neighborhood. Rehabbed and released. Very cool. Yeah, they belong outside. I agree. They are cute unless they're standing in the middle of the street just staring you to run over them, and that's frustrating because I don't want to run over them, but I don't want to play chicken with them either. Okay, number 10. Let me put my words up. Number 10 says, add a quote. Well, I already did that. So, since we've got add words and add an image, I'm going to let you do that one if you want to, but I'm going to go ahead and pick another one too. So we're going to do add a quote or what are we going to do? Or add gesso with bubble wrap. Or add gesso with bubble wrap. I don't know that I want to do either of those things. And I don't want to add an image. So I'm kind of stuck. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm just going to stop here and not do number 10 because it's my book and I can. Oh, okay. Gloria and Holly both say draw another card. So here I am. Add numbers. There's another card. Or add numbers. I better write the word because that looks like add hashtags. Add numbers. I'm not following the rules. Oh no, Susan. They're my rules. I can change them. Oh. Okay, I could add some numbers. I guess I can add some numbers. Just so that I will be following the rules. I'm trying to think. It's my deck. I make the rules. Aren't you glad we're not playing poker? That's true. You can interpret it however you want. If there's a picture on the napkin, you add a napkin. That's a picture. The thing is, I just don't think I want to add anything else here. See, I'm beyond limits. Adding numbers limits me. I'm beyond limits. I'm through. I'm not adding numbers. I'm stopping right here. I'm not adding gesso with bubble wrap or numbers or a quote. I'm stopping right here. And you may too if you choose. Or you could do a whole nother one if you want. Uh-oh, I touched something. Sorry about that. Good night, Gloria. I hope you sleep well tonight. I'm fixing to do the same thing because I still have to go in and rinse out some dyed wool and get it laid out to dry. So it looked great at 3 prompts. Yeah. But I like it. I'm glad I went on and got words on it. So you all have a good night. Sleep tight. May all your dreams come true. God bless you. And don't forget tomorrow night, right here, it's at 7 p.m. Central Time. We're going to finish that little book. God bless you. Bye-bye.